a light to dark gradation on your fondant decorations, then you're going to love this trick on how to create ombre fondant. It's going to take all the guesswork out of knowing how much color you need to add to get the right variations. So I actually have two colors that I'm going to be working with. I'm going to start by taking my white fondant. Make sure it's kneaded first. And I'm going to roll this out. I'm going to dust my surface first with a little cornstarch so the fondant doesn't stick. I'm using my fondant roller with the purple guide rings. This is going to help me to achieve even thickness to 1/8 of an inch. Depending on how big your project is, that will determine how big you want to create your rectangle. If you're going to need more fondant, make a larger rectangle. Or if you want a lot more shading, you're going to want a larger rectangle. Now I'm going to take a paring knife. You could also use a pizza cutter. And I'm going to cut my rectangle. Take away the excess. And I'm going to do the same thing for my colored fondant. Now that I've got my two rectangles, I'm going to take my knife and do a diagonal cut so I end up with two triangles. Next, I'm going to take one triangle out and swap it with the other. Now, one set of triangles I'm going to put aside and cover it up, and we'll come back to that later. I'm just going to turn my triangles this way and form a new rectangle. From here, I'm going to cut 6 strips, and I'm going to start in the center since I have an even number, and I'm just eyeballing this. It'll be easier if I start in the center and do my cut, and then take each side and do 2 more cuts. Depending on how many colors you want or how many shades, that will determine how many strips you're going to cut. Now I've got my 6 strips, and I'm going to take each strip and roll it into a ball so the color gets mixed. So I've taken all 6 of my strips and I've mixed up the color, rolled the balls, and as you can see, I now have 8 balls. These are the 6 from the strips that I cut, and the other 2 came from the triangles that I had set aside. The white one is from the white triangle, and then the darkest shade is from the colored triangle. Now what you can do is take each ball, roll it out, and do cutouts with them. I've made these cutouts ahead of time. They've been sitting for about a half hour, so now we can actually attach them to our cake. So I've finished placing all of my heart cutouts. This is just one design that I've come up with. You can actually place your hearts randomly. You could do a vertical line if you want. You've got a lot of possibilities with the ombre effect. Have fun doing this technique.